Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. I'll show you what we're working on today, but that is not what the video is going to be about. This is a mattock. It's a really light one. I like this because I can use it one-handed. I want to do a little bit of filing and tell you a funny story. I was thinking about it earlier today about my dad, and it's one of the things that really kind of shaped me. My dad was Army, and he was a drill instructor, and from there, using a mill file, bastard file, putting a good edge on this thing. Just maintenance work. Well, I can't do a whole lot of heavy lifting and stuff because of the problem. Dad was Army, and this was during the Vietnam War, and he was a drill instructor, and he's an interesting man, maybe a little bit shorter than me. And back during the Vietnam War, he might have weighed $150, and he was a very intimidating man. I never heard my dad raise his voice. Never heard him cuss, make a racial slur. Never saw him smoke or drink. And that, tells you a lot about my dad. He's actually a lay minister. So that tells you what I was up against. But Dad had an interesting way of motivating me. He's my stepfather, actually. And for a long time, I thought he hated me because these were just strange things that he would do to teach me. And I was hard-headed. That's a given. But it turns out he really loved me a lot. And he just had to beat some lessons into me by not laying a hand on me. And this is one of those funny stories. I was 16, 17 years old, still living at home. And it was on a weekend, and I had some friends of mine over on that rare occasion. They didn't like to come over to my house because my dad was my dad, and he did not tolerate much of anything. You took your cover off when you came in the house. This kind of stuff covers a hat, and you don't wear your hat inside the house. So this was, that kind of stuff. Anyway, Mom and Dad said that they had been having a problem because I wouldn't put my laundry away, my kit away, the way it's supposed to be, and I would leave my socks, my gym socks, turned inside out. And that bothered my dad. And it really bothered him. And they would tell me to do this, and I'm like, oh, yeah, and then I'd do it for a day or two, and then I wouldn't. So Dad saved up a laundry basket full of my dirty socks. And all of my friends happened to be over that evening, and Dad said, you guys don't go anywhere. I'm going to go order some pizza for all of us, and we'll watch a VHS. How about that? And I should have known something was happening. Anyway, Dad goes and gets the pizza, comes back. Little Caesars, back when Little Caesars came in those big boxes. Yeah, you remember. And then you get the coupon and you go get 2 VHS tapes next door at the Blockbuster. Yeah. Dad came back, ripped the paper off the pizza, and everybody looked at it. And we all started to reach in and get a slice of pizza. And Dad said, no. It's not for you guys. It's for him, me. Dad says his mother and I had been trying to get him to flip his socks right side out when he puts him in the dirty clothes. I don't think his mother deserves to put her hands in his dirty socks. So, you boys are going to flip his socks right side out, and then flip them inside out, and then flip them back right side out for 10 minutes. And he puts the laundry basket full of my dirty gym socks on the table. My 3 friends are there, Alan, Steve, and Mike. Mike's done dead and gone to heaven, bless him. But they sat and looked at me, and they began flipping the socks inside and out, because you didn't go against my dad. And so they began to flip the socks inside and out, put their hands in my dirty gym socks over and over for 10 minutes. And I reached in to get a pack or one of those gym socks to flip it in and out. And Dad says, no, not you. I want you to sit there and eat pizza. So I sat there and ate pizza in front of them, my 3 friends from school, from high school, who sat there and watched me eat pizza and flipped my dirty gym socks in and out. I thought it was funny at the time, and so I ate the pizza. That kind of thing. This was on a Friday night. That next Monday, they caught me in the bathroom in the gym, and they beat the ever-living shit out of me. My 3 best friends from high school, who I love dearly to this day, they beat my ass. I have never put my laundry in the dirty clothes or in the washing machine without turning them right side out. I go so far as to turn everyone's laundry right side out before I put it in case my dad is looking over my shoulder sometimes. Dad's still alive. Quiet, meek. Don't let him fool you. That is what I grew up with. People say, why didn't you join the military? I grew up having a father as a drill instructor. I tell everyone, when I turned 17 and moved out, I graduated from high school early, turned 17 and moved out, I consider that getting out. We never say, when did you graduate? My generation. We always say, well, when did you get out? Well, I got out in 1987, got out a year early. Good behavior, kind of thing. Dad was hell. Another kind of funny story, not as funny as that one. He taught me how to swim. And that was, if you've ever watched any of the John Wayne movies, that was how it was. Grab you, throw you in, and swim back to the pier. You did pretty good, and throw you back out. But when Dad was teaching me how to swim, he says, you swim too loud, boy. Charlie's going to hear you. You swim too loud. And I was like, who's Charlie? Dad taught me how to swim quiet. Which is something I still do to this day. And I can't stand when other people just splash around. I'm thinking, why are you swimming so loud? Charlie's going to hear you guys, and he's going to get you. Never knew who Charlie was. But that was one of the stories. Dad was really cool about that kind of stuff. Every now and then I could dig through his foot locker and I'd look at his, manuals on making improvised things. And, he was the one that would take you out and say, well, this is, play an army. That's fun. That's fun. He said, why don't we make some booby traps for him? There you go. That was Dad. Again, now he sits in his recliner and talks about stuff, and he conveniently has forgotten all of this stuff that made me the kind of person that I am today. But love him to death. Talk to him every day. Still, it's a blessing to have that man in my life. But I just thought you guys would get a kick out of it. Anyway, I still don't have this thing sharpened all the way. This is a mattock. Some people might call it a pickaxe. It's not quite the same. Don't ask me to explain the difference. This is a light one, like I said. I like the light one because I can use it one-handed. Got a heavy one, which is an Oh Lordy Jesus. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. There are ways to motivate people, and then there are ways to really motivate people. Take care of your people. See ya.